Good morning, how you doing? Well, that's it, we're at the weekend. You'll be pleased to know. Right, before we begin, I'm just going to tune up the ukulele because always make sure that your uke is tuned before you start. So I'm just going to make sure every string is where it should be. Got me tuner on there. So let's have a look at the G. Yep, that's flashing green. And the C is, yep. You've got to make sure that needle's in the middle. Don't forget G, C, E, A. Good children eat apples. So that's starting with the string closest to you. G, C, E, A. Good, right. Now we're on the E. That's in tune. And the A's in tune. Good. Right. Well, seeing as it's the weekend, I thought a really good song that we could start off with would be Happy by Pharrell Williams. A big hit from, was it 2017, I think. So, how do you play Happy by Pharrell Williams? Well, it's a little bit trickier, this, because it involves using quite a few bar chords. What's a bar chord? Well, a bar chord is when you're pressing your first finger over more than one string. So you've got to really press down pretty hard. I tend to use my thumb to kind of use a vice-like grip. So you're pressing down hard. Anyway, let's start at the beginning. First of all, we're going to play an F7 chord. So an F7 is basically your first finger on the first fret, second string, second finger on the second fret, fourth string, and there's your normal F, but we're making it into an F7, so we're adding our third finger on the third fret on the third string. So it gives it a kind of bluesy edge. So there we go. So that's an F7 chord. Next is the B flat chord. Now I know some of you will be going, oh no, not the B flat. Those people, particularly in the ukulele group that I teach, hate the B flat because it's a bar chord. Not to worry, keep practicing and you'll get there. Okay, how do we play a B flat? First finger, and you're pressing down on both the first and second strings on the first fret, like that. Then you put your second finger on the second fret, third string, and then third finger on the third fret, fourth string. And as you can see, like I mentioned, you're pressing down really hard with your thumb to kind of grip it in place. Next up is C chord, but it's not the usual C that we play. It's not that C, although you could play it, but we really want to play it the different C, which is basically all you're doing is sliding your fingers up 2 frets. So you see the B flat there, sliding it up 2 frets onto the, so your first finger's on the third fret, first and second strings, just like before, and your second finger is on the fourth fret, third string, and your third finger is on the fifth fret, fourth string. Right, so those are the 3 chords that we're using for the verse. So I'll just show you how that goes. So what's the strumming pattern there? So I'll just play it just to give you, put it into context first. My team crazy, what about to say? Sunshine is here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon, I could go to space. Like the air that I don't care, baby, by the way. So that's the verse. So how do we do the strumming? Well, you've got your 3 chords there, F, B flat and C. So we start with the F7 and we're going 2 downstrokes on the F7. And then we're doing a down up on the B flat. and then we're going up to the C and doing an up, up, down, and then a down, down on the B flat, and then another down on the F7. So I'll play that very slowly. So it's a little bit tricky to get into your head, and I always think the best way to get a rhythm like that into your head, start off really, really slow, and then once it lodges in your brain, once it creates a blueprint in your brain, then speed it up. So I'll play that again. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 down. And if you notice, you kind of take a pause for each line of the verse. So it's down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 down. My team crazy, what I'm about to say. Down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 down. Sunshine, cheers, yeah, you can take a break. Down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 down. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. Down, 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 up, 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 down, down. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. So that is the verse. So next up, this is where things get really tricky. We've got the chorus. So this is the bit that goes, because I'm happy, clap along if you feel. So the first chord that we're using here is a D flat major 7. Now I know it sounds difficult, and to be honest, it's not the easiest of chords, but it does sound really funky. What you've got to do for this chord is basically press down on the first fret with your first finger on the first fret across all 4 strings. So you're pressing down, and again I'm using my thumb there to grip it, and then we're using the 4th finger on the 3rd fret on the 1st string. So you see, I'm finding it difficult as well. There you go. So that's a D flat major 7. And then next we're playing a C minor 7. And that is basically just our first finger on the 3rd fret, pressing down. So you're pressing down on all 4 strings. So there you go. That's a C minor 7. Then next we're adding our 3rd finger to the 5th fret, 3rd string, and this is called a C7 sus4. So that's what that sounds like. So again, this is going to be really tricky for a lot of people. Obviously, if you're finding this difficult, there are plenty of other tutorials that I've done with easier songs. Don't worry, this is one of the most difficult songs that I've ever taught. So if you're finding it a struggle, don't worry. This is for people that are a little bit more advanced, but I'm just trying to cater for everybody. And then we go back, so we play the C7 sus4, and then we go back to an F chord. Nice simple F, you'll be pleased to know. So your F chord is just first finger, 1st fret, 2nd string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. There you go, and that's your F. So I'll put all that together within the context of the song now. So the strumming pattern goes like this. Down, 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 up, 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 down, 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 up, 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 down, down. There. Makes it look easy, doesn't it? It isn't easy, it's really difficult. I'll admit, it's a difficult song. You've just got to keep practicing. So we start off with the D major 7, and we're playing down, 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 up. So I'll play that really slowly. Then we're going up to the C minor 7, which is your first finger across the 3rd fret, and that is up, 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 down, down. Then we're doing down, 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 up on C7 sus4. How do you play that? Well, you keep your first finger on the 3rd fret across all the strings and add your 3rd finger to the 5th fret, 3rd string, and that is down, 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 up. And then go to your F chord, and that's up, 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 down, down. So I'll play that all together now. So, starting off with the D major 7. So let's have a look. It's down, 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 up, and then C minor 7, up, 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 down, down, C7 sus4, down, 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 up, and then to the F, up, up, down, down. So here we go, I'll try it again. It is a tough song. I keep trying to reiterate that. It really is tough. Play it slow to begin with. I mean, it's a really good song to strengthen your fingers because, as I say, pressing down on all those strings, it is tough. I find it tough, and I've been playing guitar and ukulele for donkey's years, but, you know, and if you feel your hands seizing up or feeling sore, take a break. Don't try and push the pain barrier too much because you don't want to end up straining your fingers or your hand. Right, I'm going to put it together now, yeah? All right then, so this is with the words. Boy oh boy. Let's see how this goes. All right then. So don't forget the beginning of the song. It starts with 3 down strums on the F7. And then it goes into the verse. My teeth crazy, what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. Well, yeah, I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. So there you go, and that's basically it. And then you go back into the next verse, which sounds just like the first. He comes back, he's talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you feel like happiness, forget the words. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. And then when it goes to the middle bit, it's just you're just clapping your hands, you know, bring me down, you know, the little breakdown. So there's no chords on that at all. So, and then you go back into the chorus and then the song finishes. So that is a really difficult song. If you really want to persevere with it, then I suggest you go back to the beginning of the video, check out all the chords. I hope I've made it clear which chords to use. Your F7, B flat and C for the verses. Then you've got your D major 7 for the chorus and your C minor 7, and then your C7 sus4 and F. So there's basically 4, 5, 6 chords in that. It is a really difficult song, but as I say, I'm just trying to cater for everybody. So I've done quite a few beginners tutorials, and now I'm just trying something for the more advanced players. So anyway, just have fun with it and see how far you get. But don't worry if you find it a struggle, because it is a difficult song. I'm going to be back again at 11 o'clock to teach a really easy song on the guitar, you'll be pleased to know. And this one is for Tommy Ford and his 8-year-old son, and they want to learn how to play We Will Rock You. Dead simple. It's just 3 chords and mainly 1 chord throughout most of the song. I'm going to do that at 11 o'clock. And I'll also be back again at 9 o'clock for the night time at 9 shift. So if anybody wants to subscribe to our YouTube channel, then please go to our YouTube channel, Get Strumming, press subscribe. And also if anybody feels as though they can chuck us a couple of quid just to keep us going, it would be appreciated. That is paypal.me/Get Strumming. Have a lovely weekend and thank you very much for joining me. All the best.